Hey everyone, it's Tanya with Riley and Company. I hope everyone's doing well today. Now, most of you know me through Funny Bones and Riley and happy and fun, and we're goofing around all the time. But today I want to be serious, and I want to talk about something very serious, and that's breast cancer. Now, the reason for that is I have a very intimate connection with breast cancer because a year ago this month, I had a routine mammogram and I heard those words. And I will be honest with you, it was stunning, it was terrifying, everything you can imagine. And during my journey for the last year, I always believe that there's a reason for everything. And so I was trying to find the reason in me getting breast cancer. And it's funny, with my companies, I have a vast audience that I can talk to. And maybe the reason was because I could share my journey and what I have learned along the way, and I could help someone else out there know what to do. Not know what to do. That's not what I'm trying to say. Have hope, or to go get that mammogram, to give them a little urge or a little comfort. So that's what we're going to talk about real quick. Just kind of share a few of the things that I learned along the way. First and most important, of course, get your mammogram. Go get your mammogram. Is it a fun thing to do? No, I'd rather go to Baskin Robbins and get some ice cream or something, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It's not the most comfortable thing you'll ever do, but it does not hurt. Trust me. In my case, I had a 3D, and then I had a sonogram, and then I had a biopsy. And was I terrified? Oh yeah, it's all right. It didn't hurt. It's not a thing. It's the unknown. That's the next thing that I learned. The worst part about the entire last year was the 48 hours between looking at my results online, knowing that I had breast cancer, to right before I met with my first doctor. So it's that little unknown period where you're unsure. That was the absolute worst part of it. Once I had a plan and once I knew I could go forward, yeah. So stay strong during that period. The next thing that I would highly instill is that you have a right to ask questions. You have a right to ask for a second opinion. The first oncologist that I met with was a little annoyed that I had read my chart so thoroughly, I knew what I had. And so I had the right to ask him questions. And I said, how many of these triple negative breast cancer cases have you had in your span as a doctor? And he said, I've had a couple dozen in 20 years. Oh no, that's not enough experience for me. So he and I agreed we needed a second opinion, and he sent me to one of the best cancer centers in Northeast Kansas and the surrounding areas. Fabulous. University of Kansas Cancer Center is an amazing place. I cannot talk enough about them. So you have the right to ask questions. Get yourself a little notebook. Write those questions down, and when they give you the answers, write them down. I guarantee you'll go back and you'll check your answers, and it just gives you a sense of control over, well, it gave me a sense of control over what I was going through, that I had my answers right there with me. Next thing, stay positive. Stay positive. Yeah, it stinks. It's not a fun journey. It's not. I went through 6 rounds of IV chemo. As you can tell, one of the casualties of the war that I've battled in the last year has been my hair. Could be worse, you know. I went through a bad port, 2 or 3 surgeries, lumpectomy, and 19 rounds of chemo. And I'm still here grinning. And stay positive through the whole entire thing. When you walk in for your treatments, put a smile on your face. It's one day at a time. Tackle it one day at a time. The people are there to help you. They're nice. Surround yourself with a good team. Um, a friend of mine gave me a suggestion, and I did a little private Facebook group and invited the people that I knew I could surround myself with. And I made sure to let them know there was absolutely no negativity allowed. I didn't want to hear anybody else's horror stories. I didn't want to hear anybody else's hiccups along the way. It was my journey. I decided to stay positive. And you have that right too. And finally, one day at a time. All you got to do is take it one day at a time. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. The treatments for breast cancer right now are so much better than they used to be. I will tell you that I was quite sick, some of it, because of the chemo. Tired. Woo! I had a lot of naps. But I remember the good parts of it. I made lots of friends along the way. And I am here to hopefully get some of you off the fence to go get your mammogram, and if you're going through it, to put a positive part in your day. In my case, I am very pleased to report that my body had a complete response to all the chemotherapy drugs and everything they put in me. I'm 100% cancer free, and they don't expect the triple negative cancer to come back. I have under a 5% chance of it coming back. So it's a glorious day, and I really sincerely hope that this message gets you out there to get that mammogram. Stay positive and know that you have options. Another reason, if you want to check it out, if you're a crafter, I decided that because of my companies and stuff, that I had the means and the opportunity to create a little stamp set to keep awareness in front of everybody. And we're going to use a portion of that to donate back to the University of Kansas Breast Cancer Center. So if you're crafty, go out and check it out. Otherwise, I'm going to say toodles for the day, and my words forever are going to be, go get your mammogram. Do it. Call. Get it done. Have a great day, everybody.